I'm Sarah Corbell. I'm from Nick Johnston Real Estate, and welcome to my Bayside market wrap for first one for 2021. I'm glad that I'm back doing this and reporting on results really throughout Bayside and really focusing on Brighton, Brighton East, Hampton, Sandringham and Beaumaris and Black Rock areas. And so I will just picture or point out a few of the more significant sales in the area, and certainly if you have any questions or you want to know some sales results that haven't been reported, please feel free to give me a call. So I'm going to start off with Brighton, and our office has been very busy in Brighton, selling numerous properties, and the only properties that have sold in the last 2 weeks. We sold at auction this weekend 5 at 15 to 17 Bent Street in Brighton. It was a beautiful, I'd say a townhouse. It's in a townhouse complex, but really very high-end finishes, and that was under competition at auction. 5 at 15 Outer Crescent, it was a villa unit that sold pretty much off-market. 2 South Road, Brighton, Simone Chin sold that. It was on the market previously to Christmas, and she successfully achieved a sale in this week. 77 St Andrew Street, that was an amazing auction that was done a couple of weekends ago, and that was a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom property, walking distance to church and Bay Street, but my goodness, we achieved 1.56 for that property. 1 Cowper Street was the property that I sold. That was sold before auction. And 3 at 250 The Esplanade, Simone Chin again selling a fabulous apartment with water views. In Brighton East, we've got 31A Davey Street in Brighton East, a townhouse, Russ Entercott selling that. 24 Clive Street, that was a home on small land. And 5 Talofa Avenue in Brighton East, that was a home, 4 beds, 3 baths, selling for 3.2, so a big result there in Brighton East. Moving on to Hampton was really 70B Ludston Street in Hampton, a townhouse that sold for 1.7, 4 beds, 3 baths. And then really the significant sales in Sandringham, 84 Abbott Street, Sandringham, beautiful period home, 4 beds, 3 baths, selling for 2.64, and then some large land, it was over 1,200 square metres of land, also in Abbott Street, selling for 4.23. So what I am noticing in Sandringham is that there are more and more high-end properties selling. We're really reaching, it's not uncommon to be reaching over 3 million in Sandringham any longer, whereas once before it was a bit of a jump. And then in Black Rock, look, one of the biggest sales was 32 First Street in Black Rock. That was a gorgeous home, 5 beds with a pool. That's selling way before auction, obviously snapped up. So what we're seeing in the market is still huge pent-up demand, loads of confidence. We've got interest rates on hold, money is so cheap, and we're having multiple bidders on each property. So I've just opened up a property in Brunswick this weekend, and I had queues lined up before I even arrived at the property. I had about 60 groups through yesterday and today. So certainly a lot of demand out there. People are moving. I think COVID's really brought about change for people, whether they have accelerated their ideas of moving, whether it be down the Mornington Peninsula or whether that be in Queensland, or whether that just be upsizing, downsizing, whatever that may be. So I hope that's helped. It's my first market wrap back, a little bit rusty, but I hope to really fine-tune these wraps and have them a little bit quicker so you don't have to listen for so long.